We are going to use the strategy partial quotients to solve 147 divided by 3. The way we set up this problem is by taking our whole number, 147, and putting our division sign for dividing by 3. When we look at this problem, we want to look at each place. We want to start with our largest place for place value. Our largest place for this number would be the hundredths place. But if we recognize and multiply 3 times 100, that gives us the number 300. We do not want to get a number that's larger than our whole number. So we are going to go to our tens and start multiplying by our tens. We're going to do 3 times 10 is 30. 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times 40 is 120, which is close to our 147. So we're going to write that one out to the side. We know 3 times 40 equals 120. And so we're going to go one place up and see if 3 times 50 works. So 3 times 50 is actually 150, which is a little bit bigger than our whole. So we know that we're going to start with 3 times 40. Well, we can pretend that there is a little multiplication sign right here. And we can say 3 times 40 up here. Notice I put my 0 over my 7 because it's in the ones place, and I put my 4 over my 4 in the tens place. Now I'm going to multiply 3 times 40, and that gives me 120. So now I'm going to subtract 147 minus 120. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 2 is 2. I can now look at my number I have left, 27. I now have to think about what I can multiply with 3 to get 27. Well, we already know that 3 times 10 is 30, which is bigger than our 27. So that's not going to work. So now we're going to start multiplying by our ones place. For example, 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3. Well, if we are trying to figure out 3 times something equals 27, if we think about our multiplication facts, we should know that 3 times 9 equals 27. So I'm going to take my 9 and write it right above my 40. 3 times 9 is 27. So I'm going to subtract 27 from 27 to get 0. Since I don't have anything left, I do not have a remainder. My answer can be found at the top of my division problem. I can add 40 plus 9 to get 49. So 147 divided by 3 is 49. I can check my work by doing the opposite of division and doing multiplication. I can take 49 times 3 and see if that equals 147. So I'm going to do 49 times 3. Well, I know that 9 times 3 is 27, so my 7 goes down here. I carry my 2. I know that 3 times 4 is 12. I add my 2, which gives me 14, which is 147. So I know that 147 divided by 3 is 49.